guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Captain Marvel issue 9. And before I start this review, just want to give you guys a little update that I have 2 reviews that I did on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno, which were Batgirl issue 16, which is a Death of a Family tie-in, and then Insurgent issue 1, which is a DC miniseries that is actually not like a DC comic, which you could go check out reviews for that on Dark Avenger Inc. and in the description below there'll be a link for Dark Avenger Inc. But let's talk about Captain Marvel issue 9. You might be saying, Kat, why are you picking up Captain Marvel? I thought you hated this series. I do not like this series. You know, I'm not a big fan of it, and there's been story arcs that just haven't been good. But I was reading, you know, summaries of, you know, what comics were coming out this week, and one of them was Captain Marvel, and it actually seemed like, wow, this is something I wanted from Captain Marvel. Something very simple, like Hawkeye. Why is Hawkeye such a hit? It's because it's so simple, and just showing Hawkeye's life, but interesting. And then with Captain Marvel, it's like, that's what I wanted with this series. Something simple, something to show who Carol Danvers is, not just Captain Marvel. We can see that in Avengers. I want to see who Carol Danvers is. And, yeah, of course, Captain Marvel also, but I want to see who Carol Danvers is, most importantly. I want to see half and half, you know? I want to see her secret identity life also. So, that's why I did pick this up, because the plot kind of seemed like that, you know? It seemed like it was going that direction. I'm like, you know what, let me try this again. Maybe I will like it. Let's talk about the cover first. I actually do like the cover. Not, you know, her face looks a little weird. Her hair, mostly. Let me get you that. There you go. Yeah, her hair looks a little weird, but everything else looks pretty cool. I think the coloring is pretty cool. Yeah, I actually like this cover. It has nothing to do with the story, but it's a cool cover. But let's talk about the story and see if I like that. With this issue, we get to see a one-shot issue, really. We get to see Carol Danvers' unorganized life, and she has a lot of stuff to do. She has to bring her pet to the doctor, you know, get normal checkup. She has to have lunch with her friend, you know, Spider-Woman, Jessica. And Tony wants her to have a job with some air thing. She has to say hi to an old lady that she's friends with. Of course, she has to see Tracy, her mentor, who had to go to the doctor, I think. And, you know, just a normal day in Carol Danvers' life. She's trying to organize her day, which is, again, just a perfect one-shot. But what was important with this issue was the cliffhanger. It's not, I think it's a big cliffhanger, but I don't know where it really came from, because I haven't been reading Carol Danvers. I haven't been reading Captain Marvel in a while. So, right here we get to see that the doctor has called Carol in, so she brings her pet in, because the doctor says, oh, you can bring any family member you want. So, and the doctor said, I wasn't expecting your pet, but okay. So I thought that was kind of funny. But we get to see that Carol has something wrong with her brain, and that means she has like a time bomb in her brain. That means she could die. And they said, until we clear this all up, you can't fly. And that's a big problem with Carol, because what I have learned from this series, and what I've known in the past, but what they've emphasized in this series, is that Carol does love flying, you know, and I think that is important to her life and to her character, so that's a big problem. And I'm very excited to see where that story goes, and I think Captain Marvel is actually going in the right direction again. I think with this story, it's what I wanted with this series, and I'm glad I kind of picked this issue up to see, alright, randomly, let's see if this is good. It's a one-shot. It seems like that's what I wanted with this series, and it actually delivered. There's some really cool stuff in here. It's funny. We get to see her character, and it's just a really interesting story. Again, I didn't spoil everything, so you could definitely read this and just have a fun time with it. And with that ending, I think it brings different story to the series. An interesting story, not this stupid story about, oh, well, I'm in the World War II and randomly popping up places, and then, you know, planes being in the ocean, in confusing story. I don't think that's what we need. I think stories like this is what we need with this series. And I think I might pick up the next issue. I'm not adding this to my pull list. This will be a series that I will randomly pick up. But next issue does seem like an interesting issue. It does seem like, if you see the cover, it's her landed, you know, her grounded. And that's what this story is going to be about, is her grounded, her not being able to fly. But the one thing that makes me curious and making me wonder, again, I haven't read this series in a couple of, there's been a couple issues I have missed, but when did she have anything wrong with her? When did she go to the doctor to find that there is something wrong with her? Like, did she just randomly go to the doctors like, oh, well, we found this, They didn't even say, like, she's going to a daily checkup. She just found this out. Doctor randomly put her in. So I'm guessing I missed something, but if I didn't, then that's kind of a problem with this issue. But yeah, I thought it was a good issue. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I had a problem with was the art. It really, really sucked. I think I got used to it during the issue, and that was fine. Like, when I first saw it, I was like, I'm gonna hate this issue. But I actually really liked it. The art really sucks, but the story, I think, made up for it, and you kind of got used to the art as you read. So I'm going to actually give this a 4.5. I haven't given a good grade to Captain Marvel since issue 1, and I'm going to read the next issue, see what happens. I'm just really happy that this series is in the right track, because this is a series I felt like had so much potential from issue 1. I really enjoyed issue 1, and then lost its track through 7 other issues, and now I think it's back on track. And I think you should pick this up. If you haven't read Captain Marvel, this is what I wanted with this series. And it's a great jumping on point. So read it, see if you like it. The art, again, I don't think you're going to love, but hopefully they change back to the other art, because I really did like that art for this series. So we'll see. Hopefully, again, this series is on the right track. Maybe it just had 2 bad story arcs, which I don't think that's happening, but maybe I will see some of those one-shot stories that are interesting. I think there will be good issues here and there. So I will be picking up that next issue. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Random Situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. And I say pick this up.